I only remember your name because it's, you know, kind of like Greek mythology.
Yeah.
If you were like Dave,
Yeah.
I'd be like, what's his name again?
Yeah, there's so many Daves, aren't there?
Brutal, isn't it? Oh, you're back again.
Yeah.
You're back again. They're back again.
Back again.
I never left. I did go out. You have to get groceries and things.
Yeah.
I'm not really a believer in those people, you know, that deliver it. The thing that they forget, the companies that do that, is how these people behave when you haven't ordered them. So there's a lot of riding bikes on pavements, which is illegal in the UK. I don't know what it's like in your country, but in this country, frowned upon. And they have a kind of hooliganist attitude about them. And you go, well, hang on, you're wearing a uniform. So I can, as a potential customer, choose to go, I don't like that company now.
Yeah.
I don't want any part of that. And they forget that, which is disappointing. So talking of disappointing,
Yeah.
we are, I know you're doing all you can, but we are, I think, just a little bit behind on what we want to do with the subscriber count.
Okay.
Because remember, when you were here last, which I think was like end of May or whatever, so it's nearly 2 months,
Yeah, it's been a while.
we were saying, let's drive that count up to 1 billion.
Yeah.
At
great
Christmas.
Christmas.
Jingle bells.
Yeah.
Christmas this year, not some other Christmas. There will be others, I hope. Now, since we had that meeting, we have had a gain in subscribers
Great. That's good.
of 7. Now, if you divide 1 billion by 7, you get a significantly smaller number than 1 billion,
Yeah.
but it's still a very, very big number. And with time running out, it is the 24th of July. Christmas Eve is 5 months away.
5 months, yeah.
Can
Less
you
than half
believe
a
that?
year. Yeah, it goes quick, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before you know it, the nights will be drawing in, and the temperature begins to drop.
Yeah.
And as that temperature drops, I want my subscriber base to heat up.
To heat up. Yeah.
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 Now, what's a good way to phrase this? What is happening?
What is happening? Well, firstly, we're not worried. Okay?
Yeah.
Like,
You're not worried?
I'm not worried.
No.
You know? I think you're in a good place.
Yeah.
You get into it's just 7 subscribers, that's great.
Yeah.
That's an improvement.
It's up, isn't it?
And it's like, you know, like compounding interest. So the more subscribers you get, the more you'll get pushed out.
Oh yeah.
You know, every subscriber you get, they can recommend you to however many, what they say, like you've got 100 max in your social circle, don't they?
Oh, so if those
You know.
7, so in a way it's like a gain of 700.
Potentially, yeah.
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 So,
and then that'll double. So every time it will double and double and double.
Okay.
And,
So,
yeah.
well, that's a bit like that thing. Do you ever hear that thing about, like, they had a chessboard,
right.
and on the first square they put a grain of rice, and a wise man, because there's loads of wise men. This was a Chinese thing, I think, Chinese chess, and he said, I can give you like loads of rice,
Right.
like 2 tons of rice,
Yeah.
or if I double the rice on each square of here, you know, each square twice as many,
Yeah.
would you like that instead? And you know, the not wise man said, I'll have the 2 tons of rice, because you know, that's, by the time you get to the end of it, you'll only have like that much, won't you, a handful?
Yeah.
But he didn't think of maths. Yeah, he didn't think of doubling, he didn't think of how many squares. It turns out that by the time you're on the last square, you
Yeah.
have enough rice to fill Jupiter. I think that was what they said. So
there you go. And that's what we're doing. Slowly but surely, we'll be building.
Turning Jupiter into a rice planet.
Yeah.
That's excellent.
Yeah, your YouTube channel is those grains of rice.
700.
Yeah. 7,000. 700,000.
Wait though, but it's got to be quicker because every 2 months. So we'd be at 7. So end of September we gained 700.
Yep.
It's getting tight. End of November then we need to have got to about 700 million really.
Yeah, but on top of this, summer holidays have just started.
Yeah.
So there's going to be loads of like young people out without anything going on. So
there's nothing going on for that long.
They're gonna slowly start being like on the internet watching videos. They'll come across your channel, and then you'll get some subscribers from that.
Yeah.
Then as the summer holidays end, starts to get darker, starts to get colder. People stay inside, and what do people do when they're inside? They're flicking through YouTube.
Strange. Oh yeah, they can do that.
Yeah,
they can do that.
So
your argument then is like late May to late July is like the dead period. That's
absolutely.
Yeah. Why just sort of?
Because like winter's ending, but nothing's quite happening yet. You know, work hasn't finished.
So they just like, I don't have time to look at my phone. It's June.
Yeah, and you're wrapping up the year. You know, you're wrapping up the work year.
Yeah. Well, anyway, on the content side, I've been having some ideas.
Okay.
One of the things, and I think your lot of obviously been trying out a few different thumbnail designs.
Yeah, thumbnails are big. They're important.
They are, but we're not seemingly getting it right because I was told that you need to have a click-through of about 6% before anybody like respects you.
Right. Yeah.
And we tend to hover around again the magic number like 0.7. 0.7. I mean, if 6 was this high, like the floor to here was 6, then you would be able to see 0.7.
Yeah.
But it would be undoubtedly small.
Yeah, it wouldn't be far.
It's like that, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we've got to, I mean, and like 6 is like, oh, that's good.
Yeah, it's a good number.
But there's bigger numbers than 6.
There are bigger numbers, yeah.
7, 8.
But once you hit 6, then, you know, that'll become consistent and then it'll start flying up.
These are things we have to do. So I was thinking about the thumbnails.
Yep.
And we keep persevering with, so for example, you know, this is being filmed. And when this goes out, there'll be a thumbnail. Orange and blue seems to be the colour scheme.
Yeah.
And, you know, so maybe should have worn orange.
Yeah. Maybe have a
yellow
outfit.
clash with... Well, yellow goes well with orange.
Is that
yellow goes well with blue?
Yeah.
It's kind of like a third.
It's good.
It's appropriate.
Yeah. It's good to get your branding.
Well, if I'd really thought of that. This is blue.
Blue.
But I can't, you know, you wear the same thing all the time. All I would say about that is if you wear the same thing all the time, nobody will forget you.
Yeah.
There we go. It's him again.
Yeah.
Yeah?
It's that guy.
Oh, it's him. He always wears orange. He always wears orange. And if there were trousers too, orange trousers.
Like a cartoon character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Oh, it's that guy.
Yeah.
Years later. My dad met Bob Monkhouse twice. He's been dead 20 years, but he met him twice, 5 years apart, right? And the second time, only for like 20 minutes, first time.
Yeah.
And the second time, Bob Monkhouse comes right up to my dad, he remembers his name and what he does for work.
Because of what he was wearing?
No, I don't think so. I think just a really fantastic memory.
Oh, right.
That's great,
wow,
isn't it?
That's good, yeah. That's what you want from a celebrity, isn't it?
It's brilliant.
How's your memory?
Terrible. I don't remember people. If you didn't,
but then maybe that's what you can get known for, not remembering anything.
For just not remembering anything. Yeah. Oh, I would. If I could get known for that, that would actually be really handy because then expectations would be super low.
Yeah.
Just the fact you turned up, people go, well, this is good.
Yeah.
I think as time goes by and memory, you know, kind of fades, that would become a really kind of helpful feather in the cap where you go, he's really forgetful. And then you'd really get to the point where you're not having to try. I only remember your name because it's, you know, kind of like Greek mythology.
Yeah.
If you were like Dave, I'd be like, what's his name again?
Yeah, there's so many Daves, aren't there?
Brutal, isn't it?
Troy is it's a good name, isn't
And
it?
I met you a bunch of times.
Yeah.
But I'd still be like, oh God, what's his name?
Yeah.
I do that. It kind of just slips away.
Yeah.
I don't even think it's an age thing because I was like that when I was 20. They just drift off.
Yeah.
I don't think it's getting worse. It's just always been bad.
Always been the same.
But then I can remember in detail what I was doing on a Tuesday in 1984.
Oh, can you?
Yeah.
I wasn't alive then.
Yeah, well, it happened.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, people would tell me about the 60s.
Yeah.
And I would go, did that happen though? Because I don't remember it. But they're adamant.
Yeah.
Adamant that it did happen.
Yeah, good
and I
music
can only say,
Yeah.
I can only say to you,
Yeah.
1984 it did happen. I was there. It did happen.
Yeah.
So one of the things I want to do is make my thumbnails more attractive by putting more attractive people in the thumbnails, because we're going to have thumbnails for this meeting and they can be orange and blue goodness, but at the end of the day, the only people that can be in them are me and you.
Yeah.
Right? And that's not ideal. Okay?
Right.
I'm aware, you know, because I'm very self-aware, I think you'll agree, that this face was never built for beauty. It was never what it was meant for. There'll be women out there, particularly when you get to a subscriber base of 1 billion, that will look at me and go, yeah, you know, they'll be like, he is good looking. There'd be maybe 10 million women who would be really, really attracted to me out of 1 billion. But what we need to do is get a higher, some kind of higher percentage than that, right?
Yeah.
So I was just thinking, we need to make videos that have got models in them.
Yeah, like models.
Yeah, models, like good look, not like the slightly weird ones that are on catwalks.
Right.
You know, where you go sort of 6 foot and 6 stone kind of thing.
Yeah,
okay. Actually, that's a bit strange. You know, if you'd sort of gone to school with her, you wouldn't fancy her.
Right.
You know, you'd be like, she's a bit weird. You know, there's always that weird ones. You get.
And what would these models be doing in the video? Just for the thumbnails, or are you going to have them included in the video?
What would be great, and this is where you really would have to put the work in. If you can find a model that isn't like dull as dishwater, like actually somewhat engaging and interesting to talk to.
Yeah.
I know this is gold dust because the way that God works, as far as I can tell, is he gives good looks to like vacuous and dense people, because that's the trade-off.
Oh, yeah.
For you to be an attractive person and also like really interesting, intelligent, engaging, that is, I mean, rarer than hen's teeth during a blue moon of Sundays.
Hen's teeth?
Yeah.
What's hen's teeth?
You've never heard?
No, I've never heard
rarer than hen's teeth?
Yeah.
Hens have got beaks.
Oh, because hens don't have teeth. It's
that's really rare. Oh, it's more than rare. It's actually probably doesn't even exist. Doesn't happen.
I found quite a lot of models that I've met, partied with. They're quite interesting.
Are they?
Quite fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say they're vacuous necessarily.
Well.
Quite intelligent actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Send me one. Yeah.
Send you one.
Yeah. We'll do a video. Another thing. See, this is where we get really clever. So we merge two popular things together.
Right.
Attractive people, popular.
Yeah.
And so I've been led to believe in my YouTube journey, gaming. People playing computer games or video games if you're American, and they just film themselves doing it.
Yeah, it's a big market.
Millions of people just go, oh, I don't want to play the game, I want to watch somebody playing the game.
Yeah, it's huge. Lots of people are doing it.
I'm like, well, I could do that.
Yeah.
I could do that. But what if I did that with a model? Then you put the two things together.
True.
Attractive model and gaming equals views.
There are quite a lot of models already doing that.
But they're not gaming with me.
Okay. Yeah.
So that is like alchemy. So a gaming model is probably doing really well. Yeah, can we agree?
Yeah.
So like a gaming model is like, I'm attractive. This is what they're thinking. We're going to say that they're intelligent. They're going, I'm attractive, gaming's popular. So they've made that connection of attractive person and gaming, and they've gone, great, I'll do gaming. I can't do that because I'm not an attractive model, but I am really interesting. And so if I bring in a model to do effectively the job that model does, you get all of her views from being attractive and gaming.
Yeah.
And you get just like, all the...
Actually, reel people in, and then you keep them entertained with your interesting personality.
Yeah, very interesting. Very interesting. So that for me is a recipe for gigantic success.
Yeah, it's like Beauty and the Beast kind of.
Yeah, well, it's sort of beauty in the slightly above average attractive man.
Yeah.
Who on earth thought it would be a good idea to turn this into a 2-part video? One part is bad enough. The things that try to pass for entertainment these days truly sicken me. That said, we still need you to subscribe to the channel. The fact you are even listening to me suggests you watched the whole thing. Proof that you must have enjoyed it on some level, I guess.